Friends, in this meeting we will discuss how to obtain maximum possible error in a experiment. Okay. Now friends, as you know that if you are suppose say measuring the length with the help of a scale whose least count is say 1 centimeter. Okay. Suppose we are measuring the length with the help of a scale whose least count is 1 centimeter. Okay. Let's say the actual length of the wire which we want to measure is 10.23 centimeter. This is the actual length. Okay. Now, as far as our scale is concerned, scale will either give us 10 centimeter reading or 11 centimeter reading. Correct. So, in both the case, there will be some error. Okay. Either the error will be of 0.23 centimeter or will be of 0.67 centimeter. Agree? So now friends, the question is, suppose the actual length is 10.00001 centimeter. Okay, and now you are finding out the length. You are measuring the length of the same wire with the help of a scale whose least count is 1 centimeter. So either you will write as 11 centimeter or you will write as 10 centimeter. Okay. So you see, what is the error if you write it to be 10 centimeter? Well, in case if you write it 10 centimeter, the error will be very less, 0.0001 centimeter. Okay. But what if by mistake you write it 11 centimeter? Because you see, since the main scale division, since you see the scale can measure up to 1 centimeter. You see the scale can give you the answer which is correct up to the 1 centimeter. So it might happen, somebody might say, well, 10 centimeter, that point is not coinciding with the end of the rod. So he says, well, I don't like to write it 10 centimeter, maybe I will write it 11 centimeter. So in that case, error will be large. So the question is, what is the maximum error that you can have? The maximum possible error one can get if he uses a scale whose least count is say 1 centimeter, will be what? Will be 1 centimeter. The least error is 0. It might happen that you see you are measuring the length of a pen whose the actual length is 6 centimeter. So you won't get any error in that case. Okay. Because your scale will give the exactly 6, wherever 6 centimeter is written on the scale, that will exactly coincide with the pen, with the end of the pen. Okay. But the question is, what is the maximum possible error you can have? That will be exactly equal to the least count. Okay. Now, what happens? Suppose somebody is interested in finding out the volume of a sphere. We know that the volume of the sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. To measure the volume, what he is doing is, he is measuring radius. Okay. So he actually want to calculate volume, but right now he is measuring what? Radius with the help of a scale whose least count, let's say, once again, for the sake of discussion, is say 1 centimeter. Okay. So 1 centimeter is delta R, maximum possible delta R. Okay. Now to obtain what will be the maximum possible error in the calculation of volume, provided you are calculating the radius, you are measuring the radius with the help of a scale whose least count is 1 centimeter. Let us differentiate the equation. We get dV by dr equal to 4 by 3 pi into 3r square. That is 4 pi r square. That means dV equal to 4 pi r square into dr. Okay. Now what is dV? dV is the error in the value of volume. dr is the error in the radius. Now what is dr? dr is nothing but the least count. So now we can calculate what is the possible error, what is the maximum possible error in the volume. Okay. Now these are all simpler cases. Okay. Now let us say I want to measure a parameter V. Okay. I want to measure a parameter V which depends on few other parameters, say A, B and C. Okay. What we are going to do is, let's say the dependence also, let us take an arbitrary case. Let us say V is given by A square B by C. Okay. Now what we are going to do is this: we will measure B, we will measure C, we will measure A, and therefore V will be known. Okay. In that calculation, suppose we know maximum possible error in A, we also know the maximum possible error in B, we also know the maximum possible error in C, which are all the least count of the device which are used to measure ABC. Then what will be the maximum possible error in V? So what we will do is, V equal to B A square C. What we will do is, we will differentiate the function and will try to obtain the error. Okay. So for that very purpose, let us take log ln V equal to ln B plus log ln A square minus ln C. Okay. Therefore dV upon V equal to dB upon B plus 2 times dA upon A. Now friends, this minus should be replaced by plus. Okay. There is no calculation error. I am deliberately replacing this negative by positive because actually I want to calculate the maximum possible error. Okay. Let me explain you. You see, suppose there is a parameter C which is given by, say, E minus F. Okay. You know error in the calculation of E. You know the error in the calculation of F. What is the maximum possible error in the calculation of C? Let us say both E and F are measured by the same scale whose least count is 1 centimeter. Okay. You might say, sir, in both the case, you see the error will cancel out, but that is the least possible error in that case. Okay. We are not interested in the least error. We are interested in what? The maximum possible error. You see, let's say E is something. Say exact value of E is 2.001 centimeter. Okay. And the exact value of F is 1.99999 centimeter. Okay. Now I am using a scale whose least count is 1 centimeter to measure E, and let us say I measured E as 3 centimeter. Remember, scale can give you either 2 centimeter or 3 centimeter. Okay. So let's say I said I measured E and it comes out to be 3 centimeter, and I measured F. Now F can be either 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter. Okay, because I have a scale whose least count is 1 centimeter. Correct. So let's say F is 1 centimeter. So in that case you can see the error will be around 2 centimeter. Correct. The error is approximately 2 centimeter. So you see, we are not interested in the least error. Okay. So here in the calculation of error, we will replace this negative sign by positive and we'll say that delta C equal to delta E plus delta F. This is what we will do to obtain the maximum possible error. Okay. Now, that is why this negative sign has been replaced by a positive. Okay. So now friends, what is this dV by V? This is the error, fractional error in the calculation of V. Maybe we can multiply the whole equation by 100 to obtain the percentage error. Okay. That you can do yourself. This dV by V is the error, rather the maximum possible error in the calculation of V. dV by V is the maximum possible error in the calculation of V. dA by A is the maximum possible error in the calculation of A, and dC by C is the maximum possible error in the calculation of C. If you add all these errors, okay, that is dB by B plus 2 times dA by A plus dC by C, this gives the maximum possible error in V. Maximum possible error in the measurement of V. Okay, because we are not measuring V directly, we are measuring the B, A and C, and we know the least count of the scales which are used, least count of the devices which are used to measure B, A and C. So this is what the total maximum possible error in the calculation of V is possible. Remember, in all your experiment, okay, you must do the error analysis. Okay, because if you calculate some value, then it is always better to say that, well, suppose somebody want to obtain, let's say, the time period of a simple pendulum. Okay, somebody want to measure, let's say, the acceleration due to gravity with the help of a simple pendulum. Okay, so he must tell me at the end that, well, the value of acceleration due to gravity that what I have measured is something, let's say 9.7 meter per second square, but my answer is correct up to this much error. Okay, or maybe he can say it is 9.7 meter per second square plus minus error. Okay, so you must always do the error analysis at the end. Okay, you must always write the answer along with the maximum possible error. Okay, I will take one or two